Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So today we will start our new chapter of chemistry, that is electrochemistry. First of all, we should know that electrochemistry is divided into two parts. One is electricity and another is chemical energy, that is redox. Okay, talking about electrochemistry, we are having two parts, electricity and redox. Electricity depends on electrical energy and redox depend on chemical energy. First of all, we will talk about the redox reaction. In the redox reaction, we are having further two parts. One is called reduction and another is called oxidation. So let's know reduction and oxidation first. Reduction says that it's the gaining of electron. Where we gain electrons, it's called reduction. And where we lose the electron, it's called oxidation. Now, what is the study of electrochemistry? What we will study over here? So, it is the study of interchange of chemical and electrical energy. As I told you previously, that is divided into two parts. One is interchange of chemical energy and second is electrical energy. So, it is a study of interchange of chemical number one and second electrical energy. In electrical energy we study about electricity, while in chemical energy we study about redox reaction. Let's move there. So talking about oxidation first, here it says that oxidation is the chemical process in which electrons are lost by an atom or an ion, where reduction involves the gaining of electrons. As we have done here, that reduction is gaining of electron and oxidation is losing of electrons. Let's take an example of reduction and oxidation. Here we are having example of reduction and oxidation. In reduction, let's suppose we are having sodium here, Na, okay, and it's gaining one electron, okay. So this process is called reduction process, where sodium gain one electron and it's got stable. And talking about iron, so Fe, when it's convert, so it will be Fe. There are the two electrons that lose its two electrons. So this reaction is called oxidation reaction, and where it's receiving or gaining electron, this process is called reduction reaction. Let's move further. There are some properties of reduction and oxidation. As you will say that reduction is in sodium, how it's reduction? It will be oxidation, as we have done in our previous classes in level metric. But here are some properties by which sodium is in a reduction process. So talking about their properties, it says that metal atom lose electron because of large size. Like if we will talk about atom, in atom we are having two types. One is metal atom, second is non-metal atom. It says that metal atom always lose its electron to, because it is a large size. Okay, L mean large size. So it's not having that much capability, it's not that much stronger, so that's why it lose its electron, and so losing of electron is called oxidation. Okay, and second it says that non-metal gain electron because of small size. Like here we are having non-metal that is in a small size and it will gain electron. We represent it with S because it is stronger because of its small size. So it will try to pull electron to its own side, by which this is called the gaining of electron, and this process is called reduction process. Let's move further. As we have taken example of sodium. Sodium is non-metal, that is Na. Okay. So after that, what it did, it is a non-metal, so it gain electron because it is having a small size, okay, and stronger property. So it's gain electron and become reduction. Talking about iron, iron is metal and it lose its electron because it's having a large size and it got oxidized, means oxidation. Let's move further. Now talking about ions. In ions, we are having two types. One is metal ions and second is non-metal ions. Metal ions always lose its electron and get positive charge, called oxidation process. Let's suppose we are taking a simple alphabet like A. Let's suppose A is a metal ion. Now, when this metal ion lose its one electron, okay, so it will get a positive charge. Like if you have taken some money from someone, okay, A take some money from B. So A got the negative charge because A have to return the money to B, and B have a positive charge because B have given its money to A. That's why A will be negative and B will be positive because B don't have to give anything. He, even though he have to take. So same process here, that metal ion lose its electron. When it lose its electron and give to some other, so it get a positive charge, and this process is called oxidation process. Meanwhile, non-metal ion gain electron and get negative charge, called reduction. As as A gain a money from B, so A got a negative charge, so it's reduction. A is doing reduction because it's taking money from someone, and B is giving, so B is giving means losing money, so it will oxidize, so it's oxidation, and A is gaining, so it will be reduction with negative charge. And after that, cation. Talking about cation and anion. Cation is gaining of electron. Like in cation we are having gaining of electron, like we are having calcium, let's suppose. So in cation we are having gaining of electron, that is called reduction. And in anion, let's suppose we are having A, it's losing of electron, so it will be called oxidation. Okay, let's move to next page. Let's talk further about the metalloid. Like metalloid has dual characters, losing and gaining of electrons. Let's suppose here we are having metal PO, not metal, it's metalloid. Okay, and here we are taking non-metal C, and here we have taken metal, that is sodium. Now, whenever metalloid react with non-metal, so it convert, because metalloid having dual character, it's having like it's having dual character, it's metal or it's also having metal, and N means non-metal, and this is a non-metal. So non-metal cancel with non-metal and just metal will remain. So when metalloid react with non-metal, so it forms a metal. And when metalloid react with metal, so it will give us convert into non-metal, by which this metal process is called the oxidation, means losing of electron, and this non-metal is called reduction, like gaining of electron, that we have done on the previous page. Now let's move further. As in starting, I talk about electricity and redox. Let's take a further example of it. Electricity is happening from electrical energy and chemical energy. Here, electrical energy convert into chemical energy and chemical energy again convert into electrical energy in electrochemistry. Let's move further with it. In electrical energy, we are using a source that is electrolytic cell. It is having the interconversion of electrolytic cell. Let's suppose we are having sodium here and chlorine here. Like sodium is a metal, so its reduction R and its oxidation O. Now if we are connecting it with wires together, we are not putting any source, so it will not work. When we are putting a source over here, like this is a battery, when we are putting electrolytic cell over here, so what will happen that this electrolytic cell will give a source electricity to this chlorine, and it will lose its electron and give to the sodium. So this source, the source that is used as a battery to produce electrons from cathode to an from wait. We are having from one side to another, like it's producing from one side. Let's suppose I am making it again. It's a battery that is used as a source. It's providing from one side to another from electrical energy. Like when we are putting source is a electrolytic cell, so it's a electrical energy. Now electrical energy is converting into chemical energy. So this process is called non-spontaneous reaction, okay, with the source of battery. Now let's talk about the spontaneous reaction. In a spontaneous reaction, we are having metal. One is metal and second is metallic ion. We have taken zinc and Cu copper over here. Okay. Metal always loses electron and having oxidation, and metallic ion gain its electron and having reduction. Now what will happen when we put these both together? Now here what we are using, here this process happens with the galvanic cell or volcanic cell. Actually galvanic cell and volcanic cell is a electrochemical cells. It is made up of chemical, so by which chemical energy will convert into electrical energy. So here we have taken zinc and copper that is made up of galvanic cell or volcanic cell that is used in in to making this we use electrochemical cells. So after that we put a bulb over here, like this is a tube light. We put a tube light over here. When it connect to each other, when it start work, so its electricity just switch on the bulb give us light. So this, here we use what, here we use one thing. Here we use just one thing, and that thing is our spontaneous. Here we use one thing, that is a chemical cells. When these chemical cells produce electricity, so it's convert electricity from chemical energy to electric energy, and that is called a spontaneous reaction.